while we're waiting for Manteos, you lot can retrain. Then we'll take a trip around Britannia. Oh yeah, and drink a lot of beer. My name's Huckster, and this is our story. So yeah, while we were here, we did quite a lot of crafting because I literally had to retrain. I think that was the only category I didn't have to retrain because it was the one I wanted. On Emma and Debbie, Tommy and Maggie, which somewhere between 50 and 60,000, based on what the money I had and the money I have just made. Yeah, I'm glad I've done it now because it'll obviously only get more expensive as they level up. Plus the fact that their perks are now really effective. So the improvement, just let's say Emma. I'm trying to think of one in particular, which, yeah, okay, this one, right? So for example, she had that. So 5 hit points. That gives her 105 hit points. Okay, but the combat moving speed isn't just for her; it's for her team. So having the right captain skills certainly makes a massive improvement. Anyway, so having done all that, I just good, right? So there is a tournament here. Which we're going to do because why not? That's a really nice horse, which is a shame because none of my guys are really two-handers. The advantage is that they. Oh, wait a sec. I say no, I can't remember. At the moment, I'm not really focusing on two-hand on any of them in particular. Debbie would probably be the best one because she's ranged, so all of her team will have two hands. So, but she'd also make a. Where are you there? She'd also make a. Ouch. A pretty good horse archer, but. Anyway, so yeah, this I have no confidence. Emma got through because she was against Debbie. Right, me. What's the best approach? Wow. I have never done a battle here in the rain. I've done snow recently for the first time in the last probably couple of weeks, month. Right, let's. Oh, okay, that was fortunate. But rain is really, really cool. Right. Better fight properly. I'm not going to do archery. I've no chance. Come on then, lads. Get in there. Oops. 3 against, well, it's 2.5 against 2, isn't it really? Because I'm just a cheesing bar steward. Right. I've got a horseman with me. Where are you going? You're going that way. Maybe. To be honest, I wish I was up against a champion. Really hard, really tough unit. So when I lose, thank you, tree. If I lose, then I won't feel so bad. But this horse, I think, is probably, if I remember rightly, it's one of the best horses in the game. Certainly a great horse at this stage, regardless. So let's have a look. 95. So it's a 95. 17k. So I'll definitely be riding that one later. I'm pretty sure I will be. So yeah, I actually won it myself. So it was quite cool. Right, okay. So I leveled up. All right, probably got 50 points on that. Right, which ones I want? I'll better take handling, haven't I, really? I will actually make myself an axe at some point. So, alright, cool. I'm assuming because I haven't really done anything. So he's still... Well, I haven't gone anywhere. No time. I've done loads, but no time has passed. Right. So the plan is lurk around this particular area. So if he does turn up in Epicrotia, if not, then I'll do a quick round of Britannia. Not ideal because we're not very good in the tournaments. We'd be much better off trying Empire. I say we because I don't often do tournaments. I just set them up and watch and let my guys. And when I get to when my two brothers come back, my three brothers come back, and I've got a full complement of companions. I can have 10, 12 companions fighting, and they're just getting XP. It's great. They get XP in every field that sometimes I don't use, so I still get perks. Let's say as an example, if she has bow, not that I'm going to really focus on bow at the moment. Once she gets to that, even if she's a melee captain, taking 10% less damage, it's just a really useful perk even as a melee captain. So so as they're leveling up, and if these cap out, once these cap out, I've got points to spare. I just put it in that, and she'll gain. Because a lot of tournaments have bows, so she'll just slowly gain that over time. Okay, right, I'll be faffing here for a while. I'll be right back. I was just checking. So he was taken on the 13th of summer. We're now the 3rd of autumn, so that's what, 10 days? 10 days in prison, that is a long time, isn't it? It does feel like a long time when you're waiting for someone. And on that note, when there's like spam of someone married, someone had a kid, someone got in prison, someone escaped, just all the info log. I was thinking if you could, when you tag someone, then if they actually come up highlighted, so anything about them is in a brighter colour, so that it's noticeable. It's, actually making this info log useful rather than just spam, because a lot of times you're looking for something, it gets lost in all the nonsense. But if it was highlighted, then that might be it would be useful to me anyway. So that's why I was thinking about it. Right, arena, join. Another horse. Another good horse, for sure. Probably on par with that Wader, Hot Blood. So, what's the chance of me winning twice? Very slim. I decided I'd record my team at this stage. in the gear they're at and the levels they're at. You know, like early, mid experience, and kind of rubbish gear. I'm not gonna lie, it is just above the worst. Not because I can't afford the best, but I could afford slightly better. I just haven't had access to it yet. But it'll be interesting, you know, in a few episodes. I'll record a couple of tournaments and just see if see the improvements, because I'm assuming, I'm expecting improvement. Plus, it will just be an opportunity, because I never really study the NPCs unless they're attacking me. So, right. So, Tommy got through. I got through. Debbie got kicked out, and we just got M. And this is okay, because she's actually relatively good with a sword and shield. That is her thing, after all. Ooh. Yes. And up against two-handed, she should have the advantage. Okay. Good job, M. So, what's that? 3 of us got through. Right, so one of those 2 will go through. Oh, I always get lost on that side. That was just swing and hope. Absolute swing and hope. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, M's through. Yeah. Okay, I might meet her in the final. Let's have a look. Just, what's the chances? She did, 74 against 200 and something ridiculous. Okay. As soon as they block me on buggers. Oh, run away! No, the tree did me that time. Oh, I totally panicked. Right, M, can you get us this horse? What's the chances? Oh no. Oh, good effort. Oh, good, no. No, it's not going to happen, is it? Oh well. Maybe in a couple of years we'll come back and show them what's what. I think these are relatively easy to get, and I say relative to. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Relative to the let's see what is it? Wader hot blood. Wader hot blood. Yeah. I think those you can only. I very rarely see them, to be honest. Like winning them from tournaments. I normally get 1 or 2 per campaign, but they are rare. Or I find them to be rare. I'm not going to make statements of facts. This is just obviously personal experience. I just want to check to see if I can get any more. No, caps still. All right. I think so. Yeah, I think that is right in my price range. Let's have a look. 3 recruits. Yeah, okay. Right, you're going to be coming across the bridge. Or are you going to be right there? Alright, I'm going to assume you're coming across the bridge. Either way, it would be nice because that would just be a complete farming session. Yeah, I think they are. Alright, and I'll get you. No, not everyone. Oh, I've got to change that. I need her to be in 4 or I will constantly be pressing the wrong button. Yeah, okay. Might as well have you closer. I need to go from this side. Okay. Well, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. In a good way. A few level ups, that's cool. Alright. Definitely. Oh, just all of them. Yeah, totally. Alright, cool. That was a nice little, you know, just a nice little bunch of experience, really. Okay, over here. I'll take a couple more of those then, please. Where's that caravan? Yeah, I might as well. Why not? Under my command. They're going to go in first anyway, aren't they? Alright, yeah, just go in. Let these guys distract them and we'll just... To be honest, I prefer to be a bit more tactical on approach. You know, I think there were about 60 of them, so I wouldn't want to just rush into 60. Cull them a little bit. But if these guys are going to be up there doing it for me, then I might as well just get them in. Yeah, kind of ideal, really. You know, we're going straight at them, and they're trickling to us. I'll just give them a haircut. Oh, there we go, that's better. Right, yeah. Let me just go in and... Making friends wherever I go. I can kill some of these guys. Right, lads. Wow, a bunch of them are running. Not actually easy to see them, they're really quite well camouflaged. Alright, I think we got them all. Alright, one infantryman, that's okay. Oh, we didn't kill as many of them. Alright. Yeah, a little bit more. Minimal losses. More level ups. All good, really. Bit of loot, bit of food. What about horse? Okay, I love that one. These guys, nothing. Alright. We'll have a quick look to see. See, yeah, if his name came up pink or, I don't know, orange or whatever. Where are you? God, a life sentence. Okay, back in the mo. Well, finally, after how many days? Manteos. After what, 26 days? I think it's 20 days to a month or a season, or he's been freed, but he's somewhere near Makeb. So yes, I can eventually, hopefully, potentially track him down. Now the Northern Empire is obviously still at war with the Southern Empire, and I've got to get to him before he decides to get himself captured again. So yeah, so let me do a couple of things here and I'll be right back. Okay, now to actually finally track him down. Hopefully, thing is, he says he's near. I think it's just been delayed while he's. Oh, I can speak to Monchug anyway. Let me try and do that. Obviously, yeah. Once he's been freed, no, I won't. In fact, I won't be able to speak to Monchug. I can do that in my own time. Let me. You know, my main concern right now is speak to this guy. You know, everything else. I have been busy. I've been. Where have I go? Okay, let's have a look. I have travelled around Britannia, a little bit of Valandia, and across Sturgia and down, waiting for him to get freed, because, you know, the moment I do, I can speak to him, get married and move on. So yes, it's hard for me to be patient at this stage of the game, waiting for this to be able to happen. So, you know, near, you know, he's been released, so the game hasn't determined where he's ended up. Now the chance of him obviously building a party from this area, walking out of prison and building a party, are very slim. I'm assuming his second. I don't think Yen has. You know, she's still. Oh, okay. So was she? She was in prison as well, was she? Okay. So I need both of them to be free at the same time. She's gone straight back to Epicrotia, I'm assuming. Whereas Manteos, you know, I'm assuming he's going to go back to Epicrotia because he owns it. So let me do a couple of things here and I'll I'll just slowly go in that direction. I've managed to get enough renown to move the quest on, which is cool. So where have you put the... up there. Now I will come back, as important as obviously that is to the campaign. For me personally, tracking down Manteos, I do have, I'd say, mild OCD. I'll take out these guys while we're in the area because they're there. Oh, let me just quickly check to make sure. No, I don't have any more level ups. So yeah, let's go in, do this. Yeah, I obviously have the power advantage. Okay, I can go over here. I decided to put me right in the trees. Where's the box? Oh, there, okay. So if I put my... one of these guys, Chloe... You're another one of these, aren't you? And Kirsten, you are... Bo. So... Right, that's pretty much set up. Let me get the archers up on here. Oh, okay. That should do it. Have you facing enemy? And you guys. And you can go up there, right. There they are. Perfect. Nice little battle. Just distract me. It's funny because I did a quick test run, and I managed to get married to Yennefer within, I think, probably a couple of hours of gameplay. She literally was in Epicrotica. She stayed there for 24 hours while I waited the 24 hours. She didn't move. I had a second conversation, and Manteos hadn't been imprisoned. It was surreal. Unfortunately, that was just a test run, so the game couldn't do that to me twice. Luckily I taped it. I might actually post it just to prove that it can happen. Vent my anger on these poor fellas. Starving peasants. Okay. Good, so no losses. Lots of level ups. That's exactly what we want to see. Let's take those now. Brilliant. Grab all that. Bit more leadership, that's what we like to see. Which one do I want? It's the top tier prisoners, isn't it? Ooh, and you can have that one. Okay, let's see if we can actually find him now. There we go, Epicrotia. Right, let's beeline. I'm not stopping, no distractions. It's hilarious because all that time while I was waiting in and around Epicrotia, hoping for him to be released, you know, I was running out of things to do basically, so I thought, well, if I go around the map, just you know, always the way. But he's out now and near. He's started a new party. And he'll probably aim for somewhere in the southern. Right, I'm going to hopefully intercept him. Right, if he comes down this way, I'll be okay. If he goes that way, I'll be buggered. Right, so basically I am still heading in the right direction. Right, where are you now, mate? Still close by. Right, where are you? Back near Epicrotia, okay. Keep an eye out for him here. There he is! Oh my god. That 20... You know... the in-game time in comparison to me trying to track this fella down.
That's close enough. Who are you?
I am going to be your son-in-law, mate. Let's talk about our terms. 4 grand. Yes, okay, cool. See, it's not just about the conversation isn't just about bringing this amount down. If you just go for the bride price, if you just approach him, he'll only offer me Sora. Which is okay, but I don't. I want Sora to marry my brother, and I want Yennefer to marry me. So, finally. Okay, I'm even wearing my best hat for the occasion. So, I've done this a few times, obviously, but, you know, after all that time spent playing the game and waiting, I feel I've earned this brief cutscene. So, okay, well, the next step's pretty simple. I'm going to nip into Epicrotia, where she'll be. And thanks, mate. I'm assuming she better be there, or I'll be a little bit. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll nip in there. Get her on board. And then I feel I'm going to actually go through the companions that I've collected on the way and my plans for them. Okay, got a bit organised. I'll start here. One thing I find a little bit frustrating is this, because obviously as party members join me, there comes into the bottom, which is fine. And then when you reload, they reorganise themselves. Wives always seem to come at the top. So my brother's wives will be in this area here. My brother's will be somewhere around the middle bottom. And the companions will just randomly feed and arrange themselves in some order that I don't really understand. Because it's certainly not alphabetical, and it's certainly not first in. So I would like to be able to organise this so I can keep track of them, but I can't at the moment. Anyway, so Yen finally in the party. Okay, so I've made her the quartermaster. It's a shame, I've been able to get her at level 9. I think I even got her at level 8 once, but I can't guarantee that, but definitely 9. And I try to get her at level 10, because the lower her level, the less her points are being auto-distributed. So if I'd got her in at 10, I would have put the extra point there. Because what I will do is I will have her as my quartermaster. That would have been much better there for a start. That's fine. So from a martial skill, I'm going to have her as a quartermaster, and then potentially, eventually, as my governor. So I'll take this up to that level there to give me an extra militia, and the same with this one, extra militia. So she won't really use them much, but as a horseback archer, polearm's pretty handy. but her bow skill I will increase all the way. There's a relatively good governor, plus 5% tax, but more importantly, she will become an excellent DPS. You know, that will be her job, killing, which is kind of cool. So she'll be a horseback archer, which is great. Scouting, I normally take it to that to give me an extra 10%. Trade can be useful, but it's a bit of a ball ache to level up. It does take a lot of time, but there are some governor perks. But obviously this is the governor at skill line. This one has all the best, or the majority of good governor skill points. So obviously this one here is good for quartermaster and governor. So capping that one out. Along with this, there's some decent governor skills here. But this one, you know, around here are, you know, excellent governor skills. So ideally I'm going to jack this up, that up and that up as quickly as possible. So yes, welcome, yeah, and I've sorted out her gear so she's not running around in a toga and a silly hat, so she looks a bit better. Maggie is my only engineer at the moment, and the same, I will obviously have one engineer in party at all times, but I'm going to be trying to make a frontline governor. So the first governor in my castle ideally has decent engineering to help with defense. So I will also increase these as well and do the same basically. So I'll turn her into a horse archer. I'll do the same with the skills to try and find any or increase any governor skill with militia, garrison perks, you know, just all the governor perks I'll try my hardest to get to whilst increasing her engineering. I will take on more engineers because, as I say, I will turn them either into governors, but also I'll need an engineer, so I'll need at least one more and possibly more. Kenny and Tommy. See, I got Tommy before I got Kenny, so it's not alphabetical. And Tommy were both golden. So they had tactics and leadership. So my plan with them, as I mentioned, is to turn them into party leaders. I'll increase their scouting, their steward and their medicine, but their combat skills are relatively good. I like them to have a bit more athletics. So they are work in progress, but essentially they're identical, which is great. So those will be the party leaders until my children come of age. So my two brothers, younger brothers, will make great party leaders and will stay party leaders until they die, basically. But Tommy and Kenny are just temporary party leaders, which will build up some decent skill set so that I can turn them into vassals. Because that's the plan. I'm probably going to make them vassals rather than recruit vassals, just to keep it all personal. Okay, so lands, I brought in as a crossbowman. Now, I don't normally take crossbowmen, but she did have actually relatively good skills in that. And the same, she could potentially be another governor. So I just quite liked her look. You know, as I say, crossbowman. Normally I'd have an archer as my range captain, and then try and get some crossbow skills within that to benefit the crossbowman in the range units. But I brought her in potentially as another governor. Emma, yep, she is my melee, and she's doing really well. I'll probably put some more points into polearm, but obviously these are the focus at the moment. So she's going really well. Get another point there. I'll put the endurance and one-handed. Right, who's next? Chloe. Chloe is basically the same, or will be. eventually. She's got roguery, which is a bit of a waste, but you know, it is the game. She's got the right melee skills, so she will be my second. I'll probably do that, in fact. I like getting athletics up as quickly as possible on my melee companions. Okay, Kirsten. I brought him in once again as another potential governor. Obviously he has fantastic medicine skills, so he would definitely become my replacement medic when I need to heal people quickly. Plus, because I've got tutelage, that will help all of my characters increase their medical skill exponentially, or passively should I say, because I do like my main character to be my my medic, because there are quite a few important, where are they, can't find them now, but cheat death, once old age, yeah, I just feel that there you go, clan, the clan leader perks and stuff, so, and party leaders, so I just quite like him to be my medic and my scout. So you know, I keep him topped up. So that's Kirsten, you know, a great medic basically. Tommy we've done because he's going to be my party leader, and then Debs is my archer captain. Now, one thing I've noticed with the game over the years, it will create names for the wanderers, which will give you a vague understanding of what their jobs will be. For example, in this one it's all Wainwright. In other ones they're often called, you know, other games that I played, is engineer. You know, you can have the surgeon, you can have bitter draft, you've got bitter draft there, healer up there, and other names I just can't think of off the top of my head for healers. Obviously in this golden are the party leader types, but once you start a game, they will essentially repeat the same skill set as new new wanderers are spawned, which can be beneficial in some ways. For example, golden, yeah, both two good party leaders, great, hire them and good to go. Whereas the problem I'm having now is, I'll go back to Debs, there are no decent archers in this particular campaign, and I don't expect to see them. By that, they're coming out essentially as, you know, horseback. You know, I want a battalion archer companion who has athletics, bow and two-hand. You know, at 16 I can obviously, you know, 2 there, 5 there, so that's 9 points. So by the time she reaches 25, she'll be capped out in the right, and so the rest are all wasted. So my feeling with companions is there needs to be a significant improvement or overhaul. You know, the randomness of their points is, yeah, it can be really frustrating. You never get decent enough engineers. That never has the same, you know, I've never seen this with an engineer, you know, 180 in engineering. Oh great, yeah, I'll bring him on straight away, or her, because that's exactly what I'm looking for, you know, a really strong engineer, because engineering in this game is without a shadow of a doubt the hardest and most frustrating skill to level up, yet, you know, potentially one of the best. You know, all governors need it, and I think that governors, while their settlement is being sieged, should get engineering skill improvement. You know, they get steward, and I think they might get others like charm, but this one just yeah, passively, just all the time getting engineering skill because they're repairing the settlement, or you know, that's the kind of thing. But certainly when they're being sieged, they should absolutely get engineering skill. That I think is a vital change for my style of playing. You know, I want to make governors to govern my cities, and I want to be able to improve their skill set. Okay, so while I'm on a bit of a ramble, I was mulling over. Now I'm doing the campaign. Okay, cool. You know, it's great. I always do a campaign just because it gives me a sense of urgency here, and it's something to do. You know, why not? The sandbox is great, but why not actually do this while I'm playing the game? So between this bit now and the beginning, the tutorial, I think there would be excellent potential to include companions. The actual post-tutorial quest is getting a companion, you know. So okay, you got to get a companion, you got to make 2,000 denarii, you got to get your party to 20, and you've got to get to clan tier 1. Okay, that's very simple, and I think it'd be great if there were quests for companions. The first companion, wherever you start, you go into your first city, you speak to the barkeep, he says my niece or nephew has been captured, can you go and save them? Can you go and save them? And you go, oh yeah, I'd love to. So you have another little, you know, bandit camp quest straight after the tutorial to go and get your first companion, and that companion comes in at level 1, which would be basically the same level that you are. Yeah, and you can literally turn them into whatever type of companion you want, which from, you know, just from a gameplay perspective would be nice enough. The quest will be relatively simple because, you know, the campaign bandit camp, this is going to be easy. It's going to be a lot easier than a regular bandit camp at this stage, and you get some goodies, and then you have a sense of inclusion. You know, this person, you just saved their lives from bandits, and you know, there would be nothing good about spending time in a bandit camp in the Middle Ages. So they're obviously going to be pretty relieved that you saved them. They'll want to join you, and rather than just going into a tavern and getting some, you know. Now, don't get me wrong. I respect the individuals who have created the backstory. They've taken the time and effort to write it, rather than just have us walk up to them and go. But unfortunately, you know, most people who've played this game for a while, you know, spam through the backstory because it has no direct effect on the game itself. So, you know, you can read it or not. It's irrelevant essentially, and I feel a bit for the writers because, you know, the vast majority of people probably just ignore it, which is a shame. Whereas if that backstory was them getting captured and taken and you've got to save them, well, yeah, you know, there'd be so much more immersion. I think, you know, that would be a perfect addition to the game, and I can't imagine it being too complex. It's no different to what I'm just about to do. In essence, it's a bandit hideout quest, and at the end of it you get a companion. Yeah, okay, so I genuinely feel that would be a massive improvement to the early game, and it doesn't have to just to be one. You know, you could have both. You could have just random where are you? Where is this bloody thing? Alright, I'll just go here anyway. You could have some companions in the pub, just hanging out and just, oh yeah, you're good, I'll take you. Oh, that's brilliant. I love the way I don't have to sit and waste time in a, just sit on the map stationary. Essentially we would be camping, every night, and that makes so much more sense. I love that. My wife will get pregnant as we're moving around. Okay, that was a slight sidetrack. But companions, I just think it would be more immersive if we could go and rescue them. I also think it would just be much better to be able to get low level companions. Ooh, that's good. Right, I don't feel strong enough to take them yet, and I don't really want to. I just want to get this done. Then I'll my party size, I can increase my party size. Let's have a look. Yeah, I can get an extra 21, so I'll do that, and then I'll hunt down the big parties. Yeah, I play this game as much for the actual enjoyment, the battle and the challenge, and the developing up this. This is one of my main interests in playing this game and slowly developing my team. These guys are colleagues and friends, that I drag along with me. Now, obviously, Yennefer, I didn't feel that comfortable naming my wife after a colleague. So, she is a role-playing fantasy wife, the perfect fantasy wife, and yeah, sure, who can blame me? I got my buddies with me and my partner, who is exactly how I would want her to be. Right, where are you going? Oh, okay, cool. Right, so we'll head in here. As I say, these are finally, yeah, I know. I was trying to get married, mate. I had things to do. Right, let's just go straight in. I'm going to clear all this. I'm going to just take my. Right, how many of you can I get? So I'll take her. I don't really need Chloe, to be honest, because she gets melee experience, so we'll do that. If he wasn't coming, then I'll be able to take her. Yep, okay, good. Let's go. I use the bandit camps to actually level up my party members. It's handy for the cavalry to level up in athletics, and it's a really good way to level up range characters in melee. So, right, why are you going on your own? You've only got one there, you should be fine. Yep, okay, good job. That's Kenny. The rest all running in. Okay, we got one more over here. They seem to be fine. I'll keep an eye on you, Kenny. Don't want you taking on 4 or 5. I know these ones, I say, normally have fewer. Oh, there he is. He's having a little snooze. Come on, mate. What's up with you? You a bit tired after your little run? Alright, cool. Yeah, I think there is so much potential for this part of the game. The bandit camps needs... They've had some new maps, which is really cool. So... And they look great, I'm not going to lie, they're absolutely fantastic. The problem I have with bandit camps, there's a small window when they're really, really good. When, they're too hard right at the beginning, and then towards the end they just become irrelevant. Well, not even towards the end, late middle game they become a bit irrelevant, because they're always the same amount of baddies. It's like, I'm going from a broke peasant to an emperor, yet the bandit camps don't actually evolve with me. So it would be great if they could, easy, medium and hard, and then ridiculous, 100 plus, I don't know, a stupid amount of, wait, I don't care, a stupid amount inside. And obviously you need to be able to take in more companions with you. So 10, for the easy you could get 10, the medium you could get 15, hard you could get 30, let's say, and the ridiculous you could take in 50, or and it would just give the middle late game so much more to do than just trying to constantly go to war with other nations, forcing wars with other nations just because there is literally nothing else to do. Whereas having the bandit camps, having the bandit camps, and even potentially have them as siegeable, fortified bandit camps. You need siege equipment. You need to set up a siege camp. Yes, okay. You need to set up a siege camp, and you could get siege experience taking out bandit camps, which are just slight improvement. Right, while I'm looking at this one, I've never really understood this bit. That's the amount of parties inside, I'm guessing. And it says, 107 step bandits, 46 marauders, 1 raider, and obviously a boss. Now when you get in, it's obviously the same amount, the same number, so I have no idea what actually happens to the other parties. So they're in there. Do you know what I mean? So you could go, oh, yes, I'll clear out that camp and I'll just take 1 party or 2 parties or 3 parties or 4 parties. Because they're there already, but they obviously don't spawn in. Which is funny because when the game first came out in early access, they did. I'd look at that and go, oh shit, And there was actually 150 baddies in the camps. And it was hilarious, I'd go in with my 10 low-level troops and we'd get owned. I go, all right, well, that seemed a bit weird to have this at this stage of the game, There's no way I can do them. So I eventually learned that you could look at this bit and you could say, oh, there's only 30 in there. And so I could actually start taking them out. But, now I know that I'll get to a point where having that many bandits in the camp, with 10, it would be tricky, but it would be challenging. If I could take 20 in with me and we could slowly work our way through the camp, it would be great. So it's there, it's the ability to improve these camps already seems to be in place. Just have those troops in there and have it so that when I take the quest, they go, medium, hard or easy or super hard. Anyway, right, where are you, brother? You better be in here. You'll be in a tavern, won't you? There you go. Come to my party. So, yeah. Right, one last grumble. I used to do the campaign and the tutorial because at the beginning of the game, these weren't allocated. And he was one of my best party members. He was great in melee, obviously, because it was weird. The points weren't allocated, but the amount of experience. So he would have this amount, and you could just set up all the perks and then put the points elsewhere. Which, basically I used to just put 1 hand, 2 hands, a couple in throwing, riding athletics, bit of medicine, and start him off as a melee character, and then turn him into a cavalry captain. And he used to be epic. And now the latest update, the latest version, they've just gone, all right, we'll make him into a shit, mediocre party member. You know, he's 19. To turn him into a governor, it's gonna, you know, I can't, basically. And he's got a sprinkling of just, yeah, I won't be able to actually turn him into anything until he's like level 30, so I can get some points back in. You know, I want 10 points there. You know, I want 10 points there. I want 5 there, 5 there, 5 there, and 5 there. You know, or I want to turn him. You know, I'll turn him into an archer. But this just, you know, the fact that up until the very latest version, I could turn him into one of the best party members, and then all of a sudden, oh no, we are no longer allowing you to do that to your brother. We're going to give you this horrendous mixed match of nonsense. You know, I don't know, what is he supposed to be? Like a trader? He's not a party leader, is he? He's nothing. And it's really, really frustrating, especially for someone like me who wants to develop all my characters into something. You know, even the wives are better now. You know, I'm going to tell her she's going to be a great quartermaster. She's going to be a great governor. She's going to be a great horseback rider, archer. Anyway, yeah, if anyone from World actually does watch this, please change it back, or let me have him at level 1. I'd rather have him at level 1 now, and just go, okay, welcome brother, and you know, we'll get you up to level 19 in next to no time, and I'll put all the points where I want them, you know. Alright, cool. So my 2 younger brothers, I obviously changed it from a sister to a brother, but the only simple reason is when they get married, I'm going to get an additional party member rather than losing a party member, so it's for that reason only. So, right, I've got a few things to do, and I will be back shortly. With my older brother back and my younger brothers safe, we could finally celebrate our marriage with a traditional Kazati wedding comprising of yak's milk and doner kebabs. The perfect wedding feast. Thank you for watching.